Hey everybody, DayTraderRockStar here with you. And yes, that's my mug, my face. I'm back from vacation, and I wanted to say hi and say thanks for letting me take that time off with my family. So I want to jump into this video. This video is going to be a great one, as I try to make them all great. But today, again, another fantastic day watching the ES, even though I did get in midweek. I'm sitting here at my desk tonight, Friday, about to start a couple videos. The first video I'm going to start right now is talking about the super signal that hit, and we called out in the different ways to get that super signal and what that super signal means to me and what it means to you. I made probably my last 3 or 4 videos. I really discussed the importance of taking this setup, and so you know, I am going to a transition on the site where we are focused a little bit more on this because it's just such a great opportunity, and the opportunity's there, and I'm trying to focus everything towards that opportunity because I haven't, you know, in my 26, 27 years of trading, you know, and studying different types of trading and understanding the concept of what we're trying to do is make money as day traders. You know, as swing traders, this doesn't really apply as much, but it actually, the techniques and the underlying indicators work great with the daily chart, and you know that. And if you've been here to Day Trading Radio, you know that you know, I teach a style of trading that's based off stochastic oscillators, but we've tuned it in to basically give me the best signal I've ever seen in my history of trading. And I've been, you know, just focused on and developing that and working with the bots, and so we don't miss those trades. And now we're starting to focus on getting people to pass their prop accounts, because the trades I'm going to be sending out here, and you're going to see them in a second, are just perfect setups. You know, when you're trading futures, I want to put this down here. I don't want this. You're probably going to get crazy with me. You know what? I'm going to jump onto the mic right now, and oh, there goes my thing. I should do you some push-ups, but I don't want to holding this thing for so long and moving it around. I'll start to get a little tired here. Not really, but you know, not me. Get tired. Anyway, hey, remember the early videos where I had the books, you know, and I threw the books down? That's where I'm from. So if you're just tuning into this for the first time, stay tuned to the rest of the video. You're going to see something magical here, and like I said, this is the key to being very, very successful in the markets. I am going to show you and give you alerts that will, I would say 85, 90% of the time, put you in a positive trade. And these setups, and it might be, and just to kind of give you a key or kind of give you a guide, I would say these super signals that we, you know, today there might have been 3 today. Typically, I'd like to see 3, 4, 5 of them. And when we find those, you're going to get the alerts sent out. And again, this is all offered at DayTradingRadio.com. So come over there now. But now I'm going to start and show you exactly what you get and why we're taking these setups and how great this is going to be. So let me turn off my mug and continue with the video. I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, by the way, I will do some push-ups for you. I decided to do a little contest. I'll do 5 push-ups for every comment I get on this video. All right? Every decent comment. I'm not going to, you know, no one-letter things. But and then come Monday, I will do those push-ups live on Day Trading Radio. So let's go over the weekend. How many comments I get times 5. I will do those on the air live, DayTradingRadio.com. So I hope to see you there. And again, let's make the comments nice, please. All right, let's continue on with our video. Hope you enjoy it. And sorry to interrupt you with my mug. Trying to turn off the camera now. I can't even turn off the camera. The camera's going to go in the bottom right hand corner. I guess I'm going to talk and do my show. All right. So first off, let's jump over to the site here for a second. Show you some new things that are going to go on and how to get those alerts. And the first thing is, again, I'll go over that in just a second. Here's Day Trading Radio. This is the outside of the site. I got to do a little promotion of all this important work I'm doing right here. And right now we don't have we have a live stream which is called members only going on, but you could always become a member by taking a 10-day trial. And then we have some actually good. I'm having a little sale this weekend, and there's a couple interesting things I just wanted to talk about before that. What I'm doing here over the last few months is developing a prop trading alert system for people who do prop trading and need to qualify for their prop trading accounts. And as you can know, you have some good ways of actually doing that these days. There seem to be such great discounts out there. So I've looked around. I said, you know what? I have a system that works so great on the futures that this will probably be great. And we have a lot of members here at Day Trading Radio are starting to open up these accounts. So I decided to kind of partner up with Bull Knox, I should say. And they're kind of giving me some special codes for you. So these accounts normally are like 100, and these are prop accounts. And I did a lot of videos on it, explaining what the process is. But basically, for like a $50,000 account, you're going to open that account for normally it's like $155 or $159, and with the 90% off, that brings it down to like $16, $17, and that gives you the opportunity to do their thing. So this is the 50,000. Normally it's 125. That code I just gave you will give you this account of 50,000. But you can get any of these, the 150 or the $100,000 account. And again, your profit target is 3,000. Now let's remember that important number, 3,000. That's the important number right now. And here's 6,000 on a $100,000 account. You select that. You go back. You just take down the information you had. You use that and just apply this code here, DTR50. Use that link because the code is linked to the link. So you have to use that link. Just click on the link and then use that code on the $50,000 account. It's a special code. It's good till July. It's 90% off of these. So I think it's a tremendous way of actually getting these alerts. If you're a member of Day Trading Radio, or even take the trial and test it out. See how good these alerts are, because these alerts now are becoming standard at Day Trading Radio. And when I talk about the alerts, I want to go into a little bit more detail of that. But these 3 videos here really talk about the development of the system and stuff. So just head over there. You can watch this, the formula for success, the quad rotation indicator. That's the most important part of the trade alert. And there's 2 parts of this alert that go out. And again, if you're a watcher or a listener or a trader that's been around, you probably have checked out Day Trading Radio and myself in trading over the years. This is pretty much brand new. I mean, this indicator has been I've been working on this for such a long time, but I feel like at this point right now, it just hit the perfect spot, and I have something that's so unique and so good. I struggle with actually teaching it sometimes, because I feel like it's such a good thing. So over the next few weeks, we're going to be going through a transition. I am going to be starting to kind of focus on this. We're still going to have the high probability setup watch list. That's going to be for our swing traders, and we're still going to do the show and stuff. But I want to kind of really do a lot of videos on how to qualify, how to take these trades, and I'm going to send these alerts out. Now the alerts are going out. Say you're a member here, you go to the members area, put in your username and password if you're a free trial or anything. Anyway, you get to the back end here, and then your dashboard is going to come up. All right. Now the dashboard is showing the dashboard, so it's not a very good idea to do that. So you're just seeing that mirrored over again. Let's see if I could actually move this and restart it, and then pause it here a second. There we go. Now I'll bring it back over here. So here's your dashboard, and there's a lot going on here. I don't expect you to see everything right now, and I don't have it zoomed in properly, and I'm just letting it kind of hang out here. We have our news feeds, we have all our forums, the HPS videos. But the new thing that you're going to be seeing is down here on the left-hand side. This is our main broadcast screen where I'm trading all day. But down on the left-hand side is now what we're going to call the prop channel. And you get that also. That'll always be there. And that'll take these trades. And the alert panel here, these are all the alerts that and all the trades we take. The instantaneous alerts go sent right out to your text message, or a text message right out to your phone or email, depending on how you want it delivered. Just go up to the alert manager right up here at the top, Click on that. It'll give you all the options of how, where you want to have it sent. You could have all these different alerts. You're going to get a trade alerts. You're going to get the HPS alerts, which are the green alerts, and then you're going to get the ES 5-minute alerts, or what we're going to call super signals. And these are the bot alerts. And it actually will show, and it'll be black like this. You see how they're dark gray? The red is going to be the regular trade alerts, like we added to Disney today. We bought Disney, added to Disney, sold a lot of the App V we had. I sold that all this morning. And all these alerts go out, any notes that go out get delivered right to you instantaneously. So that's kind of important to, so these, we had 2 alerts today. And the quad rotation divergence alert at 4568. This is what the alert's going to have on it. So if you're standing next to your computer or watching the show and you want to know if that alert's coming in and you're trading your profit counts, you're going to see a gray alert come in. You're going to get the email, and it's going to tell you where the signal is, what time it is, so you can check your time. And if it's a great trade, a higher risk trade, or anything else that needs to be on it. And typically I will take it, and that trade will be right down here. You'll see that trade on this. Now this DTR2, or the auxiliary channel, is going to be having the prop channel. The tradeometer still works on the tradeometer, and the RockBot still work on the RockBot channel. You get those also. Those are other bots that are working, and I'm just not going to bother opening those up right now because there's just so much I want to talk about. But again, that's just an update on how you're going to get those alerts. You're going to be seeing a lot more of these alerts. And then we had another quad coil at 45.75 at 227, and I said put a stop in at 45.70. Not all the ones are going to have the stops put in, but most of them I will try to tell you where a good stop is. All right, so now we're going to just go back. That's what the platform is, and you'll hear all the audio and videos, and you have all your controllers and a lot of the widgets and stuff. Here, and the chat room is super important right here. The chat room, you open that up, we all trade in that room throughout the day. So I get on the air at 8:30 in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 7:30, and we have some special stuff coming up. I'll discuss that in a second right now. And this is kind of the screen you're seeing from my vantage, my viewpoint right here. Let's go over that super signal today. That super signal was very important. Again, not to go into exactly what it is. I want to talk more about the alerts you're going to get and how to put those alerts to action. Coming in at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we start to identify, even look back overnight just to kind of point these things out. So this is the end of the day. Let's start with the end of the day here. All right, market's closed up. Everything's closed up. And we go into the end of the day, and we actually had a trade here that I took around right before 350. We're looking for a little pop because we had a slight coil, what we call a quad coil. Now, a quad rotation, again, to kind of get you up a little speed, is all our stochastic oscillators lining up at the same time. All right, and it's important that we understand how they line up, and that's what I teach. I explain what you look for, and I have these alerts over on the RockBot that tell us when these things are set up. And then if we see a super signal is just a quad rotation plus one of the 3 setups that one of the 3 playbook trades that I tend to teach here is the divergence trade. So you're looking at a quad rotation divergence, call that quad divergence, or coil, and we call that a quad coil. And then we have the quad rotation and trend line, retracement or touch. So 3 setups I'm looking for through the day. These are the highest probability setups you will find anywhere. I trade off the 1 minute time frame, and this is for scalpers, and specialized for people who are learning how to trade. I would only recommend taking these trades. I would not recommend straying from that. I think these things will be the best thing you ever come across. It is unbelievable how well this works. I mean, it works so well, and the people out there know how well it works. But you have to be patient for the right setup. You can't just take a half of a setup, which is like a quad rotation. You have to wait for the other half. either the coil or the divergence. In this case, this little pop, and it wasn't a big pop, and the market was kind of selling off today. But even if the market's selling off and you get you get a buy side divergence, you are going to get a bigger move than average. If the market's been giving us like up to the 20, it's actually kind of moved down to the 20, then down to the 20, then down to the, every time it bounces, it goes up to the 20 and then down again. When we have a quad rotation or a divergence, you're going to get a break of that 20 and probably get the bigger move to the upside. You're going to see a definite pivot, which means a directional change in the market. So that's what we identify, and that's what I send the alerts out on. So if we go back to the alerts here. Another call. Everyone calling. How do I get the new alerts? How do I get the new alerts? I got to explain everything. That's why I'm doing this video. All right, so where do we leave off? All right, the main pivot here, and that's what we're going to see. So even in a bad market, you could use these things. But again, sorry, my camera went off thing when I answered the phone, and I don't even know if that was picked up. Anyway, so we go back further in the day, and again, here's a coiled stochastic and a divergence. It was actually a coiled divergence quad, which is a powerful move. And it didn't give us a tremendous move here, 573 to 580, about 6 points. I mean, it's not a bad move because the market got pretty volatile and moved around pretty much today. So it was up to 20, then down, negative a little, and then back up to like 10, 12, 13, and then back down. It was all over the place. So it was actually a perfect market for this type of trading. And that's another thing we have to kind of understand when we come into the markets. We have to take what the market gives us. Don't force anything. The forcing of everything is the downfall of a trader. This is so important. All right, to wait for these setups, and I want to identify them, and that is where we're going to get. This is going to be the greatest alert system ever. I would take advantage of it right now. The weekend thing here. I have that little sale for the alerts at 29, and then that's for the first month. Normally there'll be 69. I didn't even go into the prices and stuff, but you can head over to DayTraderRadio.com and look at that. It's tremendous, easy first month special there. $29.95. So again, even if you're trading real contracts, I would take these. And this is not just for props. A lot of people who trade on our site here just use these and just use them and trade with them. The signals. So the signals are good for everything. I just think they're perfect for people with who want to start trading and they don't have the funds or they don't want to risk that risk. With that coupon, it gives you the opportunity. You get the NinjaTrader license, you get the platform, you get the live feed, and you get an opportunity to make a $3,000 to open up a master account and then split the profits. It doesn't cost you anything except $16, $17. Or that's on the low end, and you could, and that is just. I think you could just do that for your feed. If you don't have to pay for a feed. I don't know. I never looked into it. If that's cost, if there's the value to that, and you could get away with that, just doing a prop firm and just for the feed is so cheap. I pay like so much for my data feeds and stuff, but I get them with my broker too. But being a professional site like this, I do have backup data feeds and stuff, and I pay a lot of money for them. But now I could use this rhythmic, and you get the rhythmic feed and stuff. But anyway, that's up to you. We go back here, and again, as the day goes on, and if you're not familiar with me, I'm trading this with you. We're describing exactly what's going on during the day. I'm talking about the coming in the morning and seeing at 9. You see this, this divergence right here, this 10 o'clock, 10:30 divergence, and the move up. The flag, we actually put the flag on the bot today, and that was very nice. So we had a couple good flags, and then we had this great divergence here. That was about 12:40, and that's right when I took my lunch. I took my lunch, but right before lunch, I sent out the alert. Now let's take a look at that alert one more time. All right, let's just take a look at that. All right, here's my alert console. And the first one here, we could go back and you can see any of the black ones are these super signals. The only thing that's, the things you're going to get with this special alert are super signals. These are the ones that contain both parts of the super signal thing. It's not just a not just a rotation, but also the other part of it. So 12:48, 45:68, the alert went out. So what time was that? That was 12:48. I said 12:47, but so here's 12:47 right here. You see 12:50, 12:40, right here the alert went out. We had the divergence, and then look at that move. Now that move like that was so good because it was also on a trend line, and there's no reason you couldn't get in on this at 69.70 because the alert, we're always buying the divergence, and the divergence is going to get, one thing great about the divergence is going to give us a better entry than any other indicator here, because it's not a proactive indicator, or not a reactive, it's a proactive indicator, but it's not reacting, it's actually understanding that the momentum is changing and we can actually buy at the lows. So lots of times you're going to get the best position entry, and that you can see how good that one was, and that one went up here quite a bit. I mean, that is a nice move up from, we'll call it 67 to 82. I mean, over 10 points. Now, when we have super signals like this and you have your prop accounts, this is where you need to step up. If you had, that one account that we talked about, let me see if this is on. What was it? Let me bring it up. All right, so these are different options, but just say you're using the one I use, the $50,000 one. Normally it would be 175. They have it down for 175. I think it had on their side it's 125. They gave me a special coupon, so you could get it for 90% off, which is like $17. So I would definitely, that's good. And what the thing I want you to show you is this is the profit target. So you had to make $300,000 before hitting your trailing drawdown. All right, and it's not all that easy as it seems, because a trailing drawdown here adds every time you dip down. You don't have to take a loss, but if the market goes against you, it adds up. So it becomes a little tricky at that point. But even in that case, there's still only one way of being successful, and that was with the super signals. Super signals. I mean, here you look at, and you look at all the negatives. The biggest positive is the super signal. So you deal with what the negatives they give you on these things, and you still have the best chance of doing it. Max contracts. So if you had 7 contracts, and your profit target is 3,000, you know what that means. What does that mean, Johnny? All right, here it is. Remember I told you to watch that 3,000 number. Now this is a position sizing calculator that I put together, and it's in the forums for members, so feel free to download it and adjust it. This is a great little tool, and I use it kind of just to understand my risk values. If you're trading under a fixed risk of under 2%, it'll tell you how many contracts you should take and stuff. But I like to say, all right, we have 7 contracts. This is our position size, PS here, position size, and we have a maximum of 7 contracts. So we'll say we have a super signal. It tells you if you have a super signal, you just get 2 points, you're up 700. You just need, basically 8 or 9 points to get that $3,000 profit, or $2,500 profit. You don't even need that much. So depending on what that profit level is that you required, it could be between 6 and 8 points. That's nothing. That is nothing for a super signal. Prop signal that you're going to get. That's nothing. 10, I always like to say we have 7 contracts and we get 10 points. I put it in there. I just did the calculation. That's about 4,000, right? No, 7. Sorry, 3,500. That's 3,500. Of course, 7 times 50 times 10. 3,500. 8 contracts, which you can have. That brings it up to 4,000. So 3,500, that qualifies you. That's even 6 contracts on 10 points. It brings it right to that 3,000 mark. So this is super important to take these trades. All right, it is so important to take these trades. This is all from my notes and stuff for my, So when you have a move like this and you get that new move up, that could qualify you. Next thing you know, you're trading your own money. But you still got to wait there. You can't gamble, people. You can't gamble. The hardest part is the waiting around for a super signal. But they come. And like I said, maybe 4 or 5 a day would be great. Definitely a super signal is going to give you a much better chance to be successful in anything you do, either live money or not live money. So it starts again Monday, and even the overnight. Let's just go back out here. And again, this is not a video on teaching this. That's at DayTraderRadio.com if you want to see me teach it and describe it each day. I'm on the air doing that. But become a member and be supportive of the site. That's giving you some really good information here. So become a member. Head over to Day Trading Radio. Even the overnight trades, and this is the one thing I am going to try to accomplish in the next month or two, is to start doing some overnight early morning, like 3 o'clock European open open trading, maybe one day a week. I mean, I just think there's great opportunities when Europe opens up, and these signals, as you can see overnight, still work great. I mean, you have these nice moves on quad rotations alone, and if we're hanging out watching a nice trading movie and you want to trade, and it's very easy to get these alerts and just get these little moves here, and you could make a good living just waiting for a signal. But again, I'm also in the process of automating this again to send out alerts for super signals. Also, right now the automation is for the divergences, and you have the RockBot signal. I just got to combine those two and set up a signal on the bot for that. And again, if you have that bot, you can have that working for you at any time. Just look into it, DayTraderRadio.com. So here's a beautiful, again, all these setups that I mark. If you see a blue line on here, we're talking about quad rotations. The vertical line represents all 3 stochastics hitting their levels. The divergence represents this kind of a line here. We look for double bottom divergences, regular divergence. And when those things hit, the alerts go out and the market goes up. And those are usually the biggest moves, as you can see. So I'm super excited about this. I hope you are. I'm not going to waste any more time. I just wanted to let you know this thing is going to be rolling a full force next week. And take advantage of the weekend sale. And the price is going to go back up. Like I said, we're going to kind of change things around to focus a little bit more about this. And also, it's too good. It's very valuable information. So again, we're going to keep it behind doors. You might see a live session in progress going on, but you could easily get all that and more. There's a 3-month special starter course that also comes with the School of Stock, which are the educational courses that teach this. All right, that's right up here. So these are all about, these are the course. Normally they go for that much, $4.99, but now you could actually get them with the 3-month starter course. So it's a good thing. The $29 is just the alerts and the tradeometer and the trade alerts and the prop trade alerts. It's a special 1-month introductory special, and then after that it goes back to $69, and then the monthly here we're changing over to $99. If you want to rent the RockBot and have it on your machine, you could get it now with the monthly subscription of $99. All right, that's a $99. You get the script on that. First time ever, first time offered like this. Yearly, you get it for the year, and again, we still have that little sale here for the year. So there's great opportunities in the lifetime here for people who are dedicated to day trading radio and want everything, including the courses and my personal, support. That's where you come in with the lifetime memberships here, and there's a lot of other benefits for that that you'll see. So a lot of information here. If you want to check it out, go right ahead. And if you want to check out Day Trading Radio, click your phone on there, put in the username, password. You'll be signed up, and you get to trade all next week with us and try out everything. And don't forget to open up that account. Here we go. Just click on that link. Use one of the codes. They're good till July, and you can do multiple accounts. So if the code does go away, I should be able to get another one. They like Day Trading Radio here. So also, I actually had, some people having trouble loading up their NinjaTrader. Remember, you get a NinjaTrader account, and they kind of go over it, and I did a couple videos on it also. And look at this. I didn't even go over this. This is the RockBot, and the RockBot gave us this setup today, and this was the big setup. This was our super signal today, right here. We went over that before, and then there was one earlier. Now, the bot, if you have the bot, it will give you opportunities, but if we let's see here, if we activate and you get with the bot, you do get the Thunderbird long and short, but you will get the quad rotation signal too, which is right here, and you just drag that down on your thing and you activate it, enter, and then you apply it, and then boom, this should come in. It'll take a second to calculate. I just had to take the old ones off. I had the old scripts on, but now they're running good. So I just started that up. Again, you can see on my platform, on my NinjaTrader platform, I just put the 2 on here, the buy 23 and the quad rotation trail, just to show you what we're looking for. And when we see that quad rotation, again, this is something we want to at least let us know that we're setting up, and then if we have that divergence also, they'll be overlapping each other, and those are when we wait, because we'll have a lot of divergence. There's a little divergence here, and it had a nice little pop, and it actually captured a nice little profit there in a downward trending market, because the parameters were set real small. But if you had something like looking for 10 ticks or 12 ticks, you probably wouldn't have gotten the trade. So it's important to understand that. But what I like to do is always have that quad rotation running, and then just if it overlays a second. This was another great divergence here. But if it overlays the divergence, then we have a big super signal. And you can see sometimes they come in bunches because the market's just doing its job right here of kind of getting that shaky area. But typically you're in the right area. So that's another thing. You're waiting for that. It was a little one here. It got a little pop pullback. This was the really good one, and a nice rock and roll rally right there. And you can zoom out there. There was a random one here at 7:30 in the morning, and there was also quite long here, and it went up. It didn't really do much. It was pre-market. Nothing really it came back down, and then really started taking off. But I would say that really didn't do much right there. It wasn't really a great divergence too. Now remember that the alerts that are going to go out are not just going to be based off of this. They're going to be based off of my understanding of the markets, and if it is a qualified divergence. Remember, there is good divergences and bad divergences, and it's just like being able to analyze it on the run. It'll be much easier for me to identify a good divergence and a kind of not so great divergence in a situation where we have the slope and stuff, which is not added in yet on that. But again, anywhere we do have that, we have this. This was a big move right here, even though it chopped around here. It did get that big move, and that's what you have to understand, that when these things come around, you tend to get the bigger moves, and especially if you zoom out and look at the big picture, you'll see here's one, and that was the big move up. Here was one, that was the big move up. Here was one, and it was pretty close to the big move up. And then there was one here with a big move up, and that's about it. And then there was the big one right here with a big move up. That was our 10-point move with a quad rotation. So you get the picture, right? You understand why we're identifying these zones, and we're waiting for those divergences and waiting for those alerts. So it's all going to be working next week. Have a great weekend. If you have any questions, remember, this is real choppy. This is after the close too. So Friday after the close, it was rebalancing, so things got real choppy, and I don't pay attention to that after 3 o'clock. That's another rule. But all those rules are posted in the HBS, the School of Stock courses and all the webinars we do. So we'll leave you with that. Have a great evening. Don't forget the code's on the main screen, Day Trading Radio. We'll see you Monday morning, ready to rock. Take advantage of the sale for the first month. Lock that in, and we'll catch you Monday. Have a good one.